That book was everything to me. Like, come on, be so for real. I loved it. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. For today's video, we're gonna be tier ranking every single book I've read. Now, granted, guys, it's probably gonna be hard to figure out, like, go through literally every single book I've ever read from the beginning of time. Like, that's kind of impossible. So we're doing all of the ones that I've got tracked on my Goodreads. I started doing that like 5 years ago, so this is gonna be quite a lot of books to go through. But we're gonna be going through the different categories on Tier Maker. I made kind of like a little template. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go through everything. I've got like each one of the little things on the side here. At the very top, we've got 6 stars. This means this book is literally perfect to me. Like, it's everything I could ever want and more out of a book. These are books that I literally think of like on the daily. I think of these books so often that part of them lives in my soul. Below that, we've got I Adore This. This was a really sweet read, really solid. Not necessarily a book that lives in my mind like until the end of time. It's perfect to me, but it's still really high up there. This might be like a 4 star. Next, we've got Would Recommend. This is gonna be like a higher of the 3 stars. I enjoyed the book. I would recommend it to other people. Maybe other people would like it more than I did. It was really a good time. Just not one that was, you know, one of my favorites. Below that, we've got Loki. Don't remember it. Not that it was like terrible or anything. It just wasn't super duper high up there on the list. So I might not remember everything that was going on when I read it. Below that, we've got Meh. Literally, I feel like that's how I would describe it. Just meh. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It was just like, really, bruh, this is a meh. And then below that, we've got Deep Regrets Are Felt. These are the books that I should have DNF'd. I don't know what provoked me to keep going with this book. Maybe I had to finish reading it for school, or maybe I just thought that it would get better, but deep regrets were felt with reading those books to the very end. As y'all can see here at the bottom, we've got pretty much all of the books. We're gonna go through them all and rank them. So let's start from the beginning here. We've got Better Than the Movies. This was a YA book, and I thought it was super duper cute. Sorry if y'all can hear my computer. I don't know why this website makes the fans spin like that, but we're just gonna go with it. Honestly, I really did enjoy Better Than the Movies. I thought it was really cute. Not one of my like 5-star reads, but for the fact that it was a YA book, the banter was so good, and I really liked the characters. We're gonna put this up here in I Adore This. Funny you should ask. This book wasn't terrible. It just wasn't one of those that I really remember. Honestly, whenever I go through and I had to put this in some of my wrap-ups, I found myself wondering like, what even was this? I kind of didn't remember what it was about. So we're gonna put it, I feel like I have to put it in meh, because after I think back on it, it actually wasn't that good to me. I didn't really like his character. He was kind of too full of himself in my opinion. So then we've got Beach Read by Emily Henry. Y'all know I love Beach Read. It was super duper cute. Wasn't a 5-star read for me, but I still really did enjoy the banter of the couple. Y'all know I do love some good banter, so I have to put it up here with Better Than Movies in I Adore This. We've got Confess by Colleen Hoover. I recently read this one as well, and if y'all remember what I had to say about it, I fear it's gonna have to go into the meh category. I fear it is. I used to really like Colleen Hoover, guys. Y'all know this. I have quite a collection on my shelf. It's just the more and more that I read her books, the more I see the typical Colleen Hoover drama, the typical cliches that she puts into her stories, and I just can't really see past it. I'm sorry. We've got After by Anna Todd. Yeah. We're also gonna put this in meh. Well, this is not really good so far. This isn't looking too good, but I promise y'all there's some better books coming up. After is one of those books that I feel like I would have enjoyed a lot more if I read it back whenever it was on like Wattpad and all that. Unfortunately, I didn't, so I wanted to read it later on just to see what the hype was all about. So I read it recently, and I could not see past their freaking toxic relationship, which I get is what the book is about. It's just like, I feel like a bad influence, and it was just low-key too long. It was driving me crazy. I don't know. There was no resolution. I did not like that book. Then, oh my gosh, we've got Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. 6 stars, yo. 6 freaking stars. That book was so good. I love that book so much, guys. The way that like everybody in the whole town just saw him as this loser guy. They thought, you know, he's a creepo, we need to stay away from him. But the main girl saw past that, and she helped him grow into a better man. She gave him a confidence that he had never known before. Oh my gosh, I just love their relationship so much. It's like such a unique love story, and I really recommend reading it if you haven't. The Ballad of Songbirds as Snakes. I adore this book. I thought that the dive into President Snow's story was just such an interesting character story to read about. I love reading about character development and seeing what makes people act the way that they are, and you know, once again diving back into the Hunger Games world. Loved it. It was so good. We Were Strangers by Renee Carlino. Yeah. Deep regrets are felt, guys. Deep regrets are felt. I hated this book. I don't know why I continued on, honestly. I know it's a really popular read, but I just could not get past the fact that he was so rude to her. He was so rude. His character, I hated him. I can't understand how there's no way they didn't see each other for 15 years in today's day and age. Like, come on, be so for real. Cleopatra and Frankenstein. Meh. I don't know. I was kind of annoyed with them the whole book. Justice for the Flying Squirrel. They took everyone down with them into their terrible relationship. I just couldn't really get past that part. Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine. Low-key don't remember it. I listened to it on an audiobook while I was in class. Don't worry, it was like a lab type class. Like, I wasn't listening to a lecture at the same time. But yeah, I kind of don't remember it. And I honestly didn't really enjoy it from what I remember. Every Summer After, we're putting it in would recommend. I really did enjoy that book a lot. And especially now after I've read One Golden Summer, I remember that book even more. And it's just so nostalgic and such a sweet time. I really did enjoy it. First Time Caller, putting it in would recommend as well. This is supposed to be like a Sweetless in Seattle retelling. What's it called? Sweetless in Seattle? Summer in Seattle? Sinful in Seattle? I don't know, whatever. But it wasn't like anything super memorable, but it was still a good time. And I thought they were cute. 5 Feet Apart, would recommend. The movie was better in my personal opinion. I remember seeing the movie first, and maybe that kind of tainted my view on the book. But yeah, I don't know. I thought the book wasn't as mature as the movie, so maybe that's why I didn't like it. I don't know. A Little Life. Oh gosh, this is gonna be so hard to rank. Oh dude, I don't even know. I don't. We're gonna put it in would recommend. I'm sorry. I haven't given this book a star rating, so I don't really know if I should put it at the top or the bottom. It's kind of just one of those that is extremely hard to read about, the subject matter, and I would definitely search up trigger warnings before getting into it because this was easily the most emotional, hard to read book I've ever read in my life. We've got Fourth Wing. 6 stars, guys. I love this book so much. I love the dragons. I love the political side of it. I love the banter between the characters. It's just so easy to read. I got into it so quickly. I thought it was going to be hard to get into like the world building and all that, but it was just one of those that I was immediately absorbed into the story and I loved it. We've got A Court of Thorns and Roses. Obviously here we're ranking all of these separately, so while the whole series is 5 stars, I'm going to probably rank the books separately. Court of Thorns and Roses, we're going to put in Adore This because it was the first book in the series. It's extremely nostalgic whenever I think back on it, and I think the first time I got into the ACOTAR world, little did I know my life was going to be changed, and yeah, I look on it very fondly. A Court of Mist and Fury, however, we've got to put it in 6 stars, guys. We've got to do it. That book was everything to me. I love that book. That's easily my favorite book in the series. We've got A Court of Wings and Ruin, also 6 stars. Just chef's kiss, everything. Perfect. I love the love story. A Court of Frost and Starlight, this is like the novella, so I'm gonna put it in would recommend because honestly nothing really happened. It just was like a sweet bow tied up, you know what I mean? A Court of Silver Flames, this follows Nesta. I'm gonna put this in I Adore This as well, just because I thought the book was a little bit long for me personally to give it a 6 stars, but I really did enjoy seeing her character development. The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J Maas, 6 stars. Even though this is a novella, it is literally everything to me. The ending, like, oh my gosh, guys, you have to read this book first, or else the ending will never hit as hard, guys. I cried with the first book in the series, The Assassin's Blade. That's crazy. Throne of Glass, we've got I Adore This, just for nostalgics. You can definitely tell that Sarah J Maas was younger whenever she wrote it. It's not as deep, but I still just feel like it's a quintessential part of the story that you can't forget. We've got Crown of Midnight. I adore this as well. Yeah, I don't remember. Honestly, I need to go back and like refresh my memory on what exactly happens in which book. They all kind of blend together in my mind. But, you know, a continuation of Throne of Glass, really, really good. I don't know. Heir of Fire, 6 stars. I loved it. We met some characters and I'm like, I love them. Queen of Shadows yet again, 6 stars. Things really started to pick up for me in this book. You could feel that Sarah J Maas just took it up another level with her writing and just everything. Stepped it up a notch, and I love that book so much. Empire of Storms, love that one as well. I love following our characters traveling through all these different parts of the continent. It was so interesting. Tower of Dawn, a lot of people didn't like it, but I really did, guys. I really liked Tower of Dawn. And then finally, Kingdom of Ash, the perfect little tie to the end of the series. I was so sad, guys. If y'all know, I literally read this book throughout like a whole month. I wanted to treasure it and cherish it for as long as I could. I was so sad to be finishing the series, but next on the list, Crescent City. We've got Harry Potter coming up. I'm actually gonna skip this series and move on to some of these over here. Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. Honestly, this book didn't do a lot for me compared to how other people feel about it, so I'm gonna put it in would recommend. I know that other people, it's like one of their favorite books. It's just such a nostalgic feeling for them, but for me, it wasn't really anything super special, so I'm gonna put it up in would recommend. Happy Place by Emily Henry, 6 stars yet again. This is my favorite Emily Henry book. It is so fire. I literally love it so much. Look at all these 6 stars, guys. Y'all would think I'm just handing them out, but it's freaking Sarah J Maas. Hopeless by Colleen Hoover. I adore this. This is, in my opinion, her best writing, her best work. This was the first Colleen Hoover book I read by her, which might have had something to do with it, but I don't know. I loved it. Haunting Adeline, would recommend. It was, you know, something different. I hadn't really read a lot of dark romances yet. Haunting Adeline, however, man, what was that? The whole book took a complete downturn from the first one, in my opinion. It was just all trauma, and it was honestly too much for me. Other people might enjoy reading it. It is a dark romance, but there was like no romance until the very end, so I don't know. It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. Would recommend. I think it's decently okay. This book had its moment, you know, it had its phase, and yeah, it's not anything that really stuck with me, but I did really enjoy it in the moment. It Starts With Us, however, low-key don't remember it. I really don't know what it was about. I don't remember there being a serious conflict, so we're putting it here. We're gonna go on to the Harry Potter series. Of course, I think I'm gonna have to put like all of them in I adore this, because I can't really distinguish them. They're not like a 6-star read or anything, but they do really hold a special place in my heart. And honestly, I do really want to go through and do a reread of this whole series. Divergent series, one of those again that I really adore. I read them so long ago, but I don't know if they're gonna be like a 6-star. Following that, of course, we've got The Hunger Games. These are the 3 original trilogy books here. We've got Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay. I really want to go through and do another reread of this series as well. Let me know if you guys want to see these rereads, because I think I would do them with spoilers, just because I feel like enough people have read the series to make them worth it to do the spoiler version, but I feel like I would have such a good time doing that, honestly. I'm gonna put them all in, whoa, hello. I'm gonna put them all in I adore this. Then we've got Love and Gelato. Unfortunately, no, I'm gonna put it in would recommend. This was a cute little romance story, kind of a YA of this girl going off to Italy to meet her father, if I'm not mistaken, and then she develops kind of a little romance along the way, so I thought it was really cute. Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Yet again, another would recommend. Not anything amazing, in my opinion. I don't know, I've liked other books by her better, but I still enjoyed that book a lot. Normal People by Sally Rooney. Ooh, this is gonna be kind of a controversial one as well. I think I'm gonna put it in meh. I'm sorry, guys. I just really didn't like it that much. A lot of people just love that book with their whole heart, and I honestly feel like I kind of owe it a reread in a way, because I don't know if I was too young to really appreciate it, but I honestly found both of their characters really annoying. Especially the girl. I was like, what? Like, you're really screaming for attention right now. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. I don't know. One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. If y'all remember my reading vlog from this, I don't remember. It was like 1 or 2 videos ago. I love this book so much. I have to put it in 6 stars, guys. I have to. It was everything to me. One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I'm gonna put it in would recommend. It was a really good concept. The more and more that I think about it, it just at parts stressed me out. I don't know. This book follows this girl. She married a guy a long time ago, and his plane ended up crashing over the Pacific Ocean, and they all thought he was dead. So she moved on with her life, gets engaged to a new guy, and then all of a sudden her husband returns, And I don't know. What is that trope called where like you can't pick between the two guys? This was like the one time that I honestly could not decide. Like, you know how in The Summer Turns Pretty, like everybody's Team Conrad? I was so torn between these two guys, y'all. It was honestly stressful. So I'm putting it there. One of us is lying. I'm gonna put it in Loki Don't Remember It because I Loki don't remember it. I think it was a YA mystery, as well as One of Us is Next. I also am gonna put it there because this is the sequel, but I could not tell you the first thing about these books. Parachutes, I'm going to put in also Loki Don't Remember It. This is another YA book I read a long time ago, and yeah, I Loki don't remember it. Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. I also don't really remember that one. Oops. The Scarlet Letter. Deep regrets are felt, guys. Deep regrets are felt. I get that this was a classic in its own way, but I literally despised it. I had to read it for a high school class, and I did not enjoy it. The Inheritance Games, we're gonna put it in would recommend. I really do need to go through and finish that series out, but yeah, for now I'm gonna have to put it in would recommend. The 7-Year Slip, guys. How do I get it to go up here? Low. I'm gonna have to put it here for now and then move it up. This is literally a 6-star read for me. Everything about this book was amazing. The atmospherics, the magical realism setting, the fact that it was in New York City. I just literally love this book so much. It was so magical. Severance by Ling Ma. Meh. I went into that book expecting it to be like an end of the world book, kind of like those movies you watch like 2012, but it was kind of not. And I don't know. It was really weird. Shadow and Bone. Another 6-star read, guys. I read that book so long ago, but the more and more that I think about it, it just holds such a special place in my heart. I literally read that thing in like one day. I loved that book so much for some reason. The ending, I was on my toes. I literally was like crying. Oh, it got me so good. I love that book. Siege and Storm, we're gonna put in I Adore This because it's following Shadow and Bone. I don't think anything can beat the first original book and the heartbreak that caused me, but yeah, Siege and Storm, I Adore This. Ruin and Rising, similar, I Adore This. Six of Crows, for some reason, I didn't enjoy it as much as other people, so I'm gonna put it in would recommend. But I feel like if I reread it now, I would honestly like it a little bit better. It's like a really good found family. Hello, bro, that's scaring me. I feel like the found family in it was just something so sweet, and yeah, I want to go back and reread it because it just seemed so special. Crooked Kingdom, yeah, would recommend once again. Similar thing. The Song of Achilles, bro, it won't let me go up higher. I have to do it like this. 6 stars. Freaking love that book so much. I love it so much, guys. Oh my gosh, I read that book so long ago, and I really want to reread it. It's just so good. I'm reading Circe by Madeline Miller right now, which is her other book, and it's good as well, but nothing beats that feeling of the Song of Achilles and the turmoil of the true love heartbreak. It was so good. The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden, would recommend. A quick, super easy thriller, and it really thrilled me. I liked it. The Great Gatsby, meh. I don't know. I didn't really care to understand it. The Summer of Broken Rules, would recommend. A YA fun little goofy time. It's like a wedding setting. There's a game of assassin, and the main character finds a cute groomsman. It's just a cute time. If He Had Been With Me, I really do adore this book. Actually, no, I adore this book. It was a good time. Why the heck is this up here? I'm putting this in would recommend. Hello? Oh, it's so glitchy. If He Had Been With Me brought me so much heartbreak, but oh, it was so good. If Only I Had Told Her, the sequel, would recommend. I don't know. A lot of people felt like it needed a sequel. I didn't personally, and I have more thoughts on that reason why in my reading vlog on these books, which is the Reading Sad Books for week. But yeah, The Hating Game, we're putting in meh. I don't know. I don't like an office workplace romance, and that's what it is. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Y'all are gonna hate me for this one, but low-key, I don't remember it. I read that book a long time ago, and I don't remember it being anything special. So there we go. The Unhoneymooners, would recommend, I guess. I don't know, it kind of cringed me out, but I feel like other people think it was cute. They both die at the end. Low-key, I don't remember it, / meh. I don't know. It had a unique storyline, so I'm gonna put it in low-key don't remember it. November 9 by Colleen Hoover. Low-key don't remember it. I think it was like they meet up every year on November 9th. I don't know. Ugly Love, I also low-key don't remember this book. I think he was a pilot. That's literally all I remember. Verity by Colleen Hoover, would recommend. It was her thriller that she wrote, and I thought it was really good. Windows Shopping by Tessa Bailey. Deep regrets are felt, bro. I hate that book. What even, who, it just was not for me, I think is what it is, but it's supposed to be a holiday romance, and it literally just got straight to them doing you know what. Like, there was no build up, no tension. We did not learn their personalities at all. I don't even think they learned each other's personality, honestly. We Were Liars, I would recommend. Read that a long time ago, but it still is near and dear to me, so I thought it was cute. Where the Crawdads Sing, probably another would recommend if we're being honest. And last but not least, we've got The Giver. I'm also gonna put it in low-key don't remember it because I read it in high school as well for required reading, and I feel like it's kind of almost a classic. I feel like I need to give it more of a chance, so maybe I'll reread it one day. But this is the finished tier list of all the books I've read that I remember reading. I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more fun videos. I want to give you guys a lot more reading vlogs. I want to read The Boys of Tommen and Magnolia Park soon, so if you're interested in seeing reading vlogs on those, definitely subscribe because they'll be coming very, very soon. I love you guys so much. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.